Hello boys, welcome back to another interesting session of video tutorials, and this session is meant for class 12th biology students, and this is meant for 1st September 2020. Our memory helps us in tracing out what we have been discussing, studying and reflecting upon. We were talking about the new baby of biology, that's biotechnology, its principles and processes. And in the processes, we were talking about the plasmid, that is extra chromosomal circular DNA, identifying desirable gene, and inserting the desirable gene into the plasmid, and again the plasmid, hybrid plasmid, rather engineered plasmid, will be inserted into a bacterium, and the bacterium will be allowed inside a host to multiply. So this is what we have been discussing yesterday. So again, to have a memory recollection, step 1, we have got a bacterium and then plasmid, small piece of DNA you can see, and then we are extracting out that plasmid, and plasmid is cut by an enzyme. We said molecular scissors, restriction endonucleases. With the help of restriction endonucleases, we can cut the desirable place in the plasmid, and then a desirable gene is inserted into the plasmid, like a human insulin gene, to cure the diabetic patient without any tablet. The engineered plasmid inserted into the bacterium like E. coli, and this E. coli will be allowed to be in the host, and the bacterium divides and begins producing insulin naturally. So without any tablet, without any injection, we can help diabetic patients through biotechnology. That is the greatness of this baby. So what are the basic steps involved in the process? First, isolating genomic DNA. The first step is isolate the DNA. Then fragmentation of DNA. You have to cut the DNA. And then screening DNA fragments. What is good, what is desirable, what is bad. So we need to screen the DNA fragments. Then insertion of DNA into vector, and then introducing this DNA into host, and culturing of these cells inside the host, and we can see the transformation of host cells. These are the basic steps involved in the genetic engineering process. So how many steps are there? Isolating genomic DNA 1, fragmenting DNA 2, screening DNA fragments 3, insertion of DNA in vector 4, introducing DNA in the host 5, culturing of the cells 6, transformation of host cells. 7 steps are involved. And what is that we need to do? First and foremost is isolating genomic DNA. Isolating genomic DNA from the donor. That is the step number 1. And then fragmenting this DNA using molecular scissors. Of course, don't think that we use the normal physical scissors. It is molecular scissors, and I said DNAs. Okay, and then basic steps involved in the process: screening the fragments. These fragments are to be screened for desired gene, and then insertion of DNA in the vector, inserting the fragments with the desired gene in a cloning vector. Here you can see in the vector it's cut, and then desirable gene is inserted in the plasmid, and that should be inserted. Now this introducing the plasmid or recombinant vector into a competent host cell. The cell also should be competent. Host cell should be competent. And normally we'll talk about various methods how to introduce this. And step number 6, culturing the cells. Culturing these cells to obtain multiple copies or clones of desired DNA fragments. And this last step, transformation of host cell. Using these copies to transform suitable host cells so as to express the desired gene. That is the most important. So biotechnology led to production of many products and provides many services for human welfare. So this is various fields in which, like molecular biology is part of biotechnology, microbiology, biochemistry, immunology, genetics, chemical engineering, and cell biology. So in all these fields, biotechnology plays major role. And what are the things that the society is getting benefited? The society is getting crops, new crops. We say GMOs, genetically modified organisms with huge production, and the diseases that were present, now they are no more. We are able to control the pest control, that too without using any chemicals. And then drugs, many medicines have been discovered through biotechnology. And vaccines, of course, we are even trying for the COVID-19. So many vaccines have been discovered through biotechnology. And diagnostic features have been developed from biotechnology. And livestock, so the production of livestock through biotechnology, thanks to the biotechnology. But for all the steps that we talked, we need some tools. Without these tools, we cannot make recombinant DNA. So without recombinant DNA, there cannot be what is called plasmid or cloned plasmid. So first and foremost is the recombinant DNA technology is accomplished with following tools. First and foremost, restriction endonucleases. We need to have this. These will act as molecular scissors. So remember this, the molecular scissors are restriction endonucleases and restriction exonucleases. These two molecular scissors must be there. Second, polymerase enzyme. Polymerase, that is monomers are made to join together and produce polymers. Once the DNA monomer desired gene is formed, the desired gene is to be increased in numbers. So polymerization, that is required. Then ligase, desired gene is to be attached to the plasmid with a cut portion. So that in that cut portion exactly the desired gene is to be fitted, and that attachment is because of an enzyme called ligase. So ligase is a must. And fourth, vectors. Somebody should be there to transfer this plasmid into the host, and the host also has to be a suitable host. So if we got all these tools, then only recombinant DNA technology will happen and we will achieve whatever results we need to do. So we will be talking in our next session about each one of the tools, how to make it, what is the chemical nature of this, all that in our next session. Until then,